Good day everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing something in the kitchen. As you can see, we're in the kitchen. So today we're going to be trying to make homemade gyros, and of course this is a review too. So we'll be tasting out this gyro meat and seeing just how good it is. So I got this at Vasha's. The close up, as you can see, it marked lamb/beef gyro. The price, this is what it looks like in the bag. So I have everything set up here. So let's pause, flip the camera, and dive straight into cutting up and preparing. Right, so the camera is turned, and let us start cutting up the gyro. So as you can see, we have some lettuce here, garlic sauce. I'll pan the camera and show you how we have ketchup. You can use these store-bought tortillas, flour one or corn one. I prefer flour, but I have these. But I wouldn't be using these, but convenience, you can put that to the side. I have some flour tortillas that I made, so I'll be using that. We have ketchup. You could use mushrooms, green peppers, whichever you want in your gyro, just like when the gyro man making it fair. So there's that. I just want onions and tomatoes and lettuce. We have an onion here. We have 2 small tomatoes, and of course cheese. I like this cheese, so I'll be using this. So yeah, now without further ado, let's start getting into this. So first things first, let us move this to the side. Or you know what, let's move the meat to the side and let's start cutting up this lettuce. So we just want to roughly chop that up, so not too fine. So there's that. So yeah, I discovered or heard from someone that they sell the gyro meat, and that is why I decided to go get it there, and the price was pretty reasonable. So yeah, that is why. So yeah, back to the meat again. A picture of the label and where I got it. So let us, I guess, move this to the side, and yes, we could probably should cut all the veggies first. You know, meat, veggies, probably should do all of one first. So we have an onion, cut it in half. Of course, you know, you peel your onion, peel the top hard shell off. So yeah, hard first shell almost off. You could put this to the side to throw away, and you could finely chop your onions, or you could roughly chop them. Just cut off the tip there, put that to the side. So how should we cut this onion? Also make sure you use a sharp knife when you're doing these things. Makes it a whole bunch easier. So I'm making 2, so that should roughly be enough for me. So there's that. What isn't chopped fine enough, just do a quick mince. Try not to knock down the camera in the process, but you know, recording is kind of troublesome when it's you alone. So yeah, so that's the first step there. So yeah, let us have a little saucer on standby, or a bowl to put that in. So have a little bowl, put that in there for now. So yeah, and my eyes are watering from the onion, so there's that. So let's clean off the board. So next, I have 2 tiny tomatoes. So let's begin cutting those, just thin slices. So that's still too big in my opinion, but this should be thin enough. Of course, always watch your fingers when dealing with knives. I don't like how that end of the tomatoes look, so we'll just dice up that. So that's one, and then two, just like that. So yeah, so let's pause now and play off the board, give the board a rinse, and come back and do the meat. So the board has been cleaned off. Could move this to the side. So let's get into cutting this meat. So pack opens pretty easily. So it comes in discs. Ooh, it's already started to thaw pretty much. So trying to separate them without breaking it. So we'll use from one disc. So this is what it looks like. Put one there, next one is here, and let's begin slicing how much we need. So we'll use this knife. Make sure the knife is sharp, obviously, and cut at an angle because we want strips like what the gyromanders give us. So there's that. So you might want to make sure this is a bit cold still when you're cutting it, because as you can see, this side has gotten soft, so it's a bit harder to cut. This side is firm, so we'll cut from here. So begin slicing, and as you could see, slices very easily, but we want thin slices, so we'll work on getting those thinner. But yeah, kind of like this. So the one good thing is this little ring does come in handy to hold, but as you could see again, mine has thawed a bit too much, so it's beginning to get a bit hard to cut. So let's hope for the best, I guess. But even if it comes off chunky, we could always slice it ourselves like this. So yeah, so see, like that. See, those are what we want, thin slices like that. That's chunky again, so we'll cut those up after into finer pieces. I probably should have sharpened this knife a bit more also. Something to note, this ring, make sure you take it out. This is just to keep the structure of the meat, so when you're done you can take it out. It just helps you to hold it better. We'll use that amount, so let me put the rest back and we'll get back to the video. Alright, so the place has been cleaned up, so we're going to transfer this to a pot and begin cooking it. So let's do that. So first I'm going to light my pot and get that very hot. Alright, so we're back. We have our pot. The pot has been getting hot. We're going to use some oil. Okay, you know that is what the gyromanders use. I believe is oil. I want to think it's oil he throws on his griddle first. So yeah, throw some oil. That's probably too much oil, but hey, what are we gonna do? A little bit of oil wouldn't kill you, right? So next, usually the man does keep his onions long. I have my onions diced, so we're just gonna throw that. Let those to cook a little bit. So yeah, that is cooking. What we could probably do now, since the pot is that hot, is low down the heat a little bit. Also, you like my little spoon holder, it's pretty cool, right? So yeah, next let's add the meat. So here's the meat. Should probably use my hand to put this inside here, but you know, there's a lot of meat, so I'm gonna have to take our time, make sure all gets cooked properly, constantly turn it, because surprisingly this meat cooks pretty fast, so you don't want it to burn. So yeah, there's that. As you can see, there's some brown, dark brown pieces already. That's already began to get cooked. At this point is where if you have your mushrooms, like I was saying, or green pepper, you can add those as well. I didn't want to use any of those, so I just like onions. So onions. Usually, the gyro man will come at this point in time too and add his sauce. We don't have any special sauce, so let's add a little bit of ketchup. You know, a hint of garlic sauce, I guess. Also, I'm kind of out of garlic sauce, so you know, gotta make that do. And so, yeah, this kind of reminds me of like what the gyro meat does look like from when you're buying it. Not so. All of the meat seems to be getting cooked evenly. I'm trying to press them out. Last but not least, what we'll add to that is our cheese. So, again, I have this 6 cheese Italian thing. We'll be using that. So yeah, let's sprinkle some of this and see how that goes. So you could add as little or as much cheese as you like. I kind of like cheese, so you know, I'll be a little bit generous with my cheese for me. And you start mixing. Tell me that doesn't look like how it looks on the grill when the gyro man preparing it for you. Right? So this is almost done cooking, because again this meat cooks really fast, especially when you cut it very thin or thinly slice it. So yeah, so let's take off the fire there and let's go to the main table now to start preparing. Time to start preparing. So we have our 2 tortillas, trusty knife, but we don't need that at the moment. Have tomatoes and lettuce. So let's begin prepping. So lettuce, you see pieces of tomato or tomato, which one do you all say? So yeah, there's that. So usually gyro man puts way more lettuce than that, but I think that's good for me right there. So we want to add just, you know, a slight little bit of ketchup there, probably not spin it around so haphazardly. Again, tomato, so tomato garlic sauce is almost done, so let's try to see what we get from there. That'll have to work. And the next part comes with putting the meat. So let's get the meat and start placing that. Alright, so we have the pot. So what we'll do is, I don't have an oven mitt. This pot is really hot. So as you can see, we'll start placing the meat. Into them, and then we'll wrap them up. And I'll try to do a professional wrapping like the gyro man. Hopefully I'm good at it. But yeah, as you could see, and this actually smells really good. You could smell it from here. So yeah, so now that the meat's there and kind of spread out, obviously you could put more meat and use all that meat in one if you choose. But yeah, so there's that. We could add a little bit more ketchup onto it if you like ketchup or pepper or whatever other sauces you may like. So, you know, just hint of ketchup there, hint of ketchup there. And to make it look official, we'll try to wrap it like Gyro Man, which I probably going to suck at, but I have 2 pieces of foil, so let's start first. So first things first is do this, and do this. Usually I think the Gyro Man does this. So yeah, I want to believe he does something like this. So yeah, and he wraps and he wraps and he wraps, and then he twists the end like that, and usually he pushes it inside, but I don't know how to do that part. But you know, it's a homemade gyro. I will put it on the tower for those who have a tower to get warm. So yeah, let's see if we can wrap this one any better. So again, onto a nice piece of foil. Like that, like that. This one seems to have wrapped a bit better, and usually the Gyro Man does this, and he does this, and voila, I hope we have 2 gyros. So yeah, now we're going to put it on the tower for a few seconds to get warm. Alright, so there's my tower. You can see it have a little bit of flour on it from making the tortillas earlier, but basically this is what you want to do. And yeah, this tower has been in the family for years, so yeah. So all you want to do is flip it, let each side get warm, and once that is done, we have a plate or a saucer to put it in. So put that again, and those should be good because the tower was very hot. So we take that, put this here, 2 gyro, and let's go outside, cut them open, give a cross sectional look at it, and see how it tastes. Alright, so we're back. We have the food here, so let's angle the camera down, cut it open, get a cross section, and start tasting. So yeah. So we have a plate, have a knife, so let's give this a nice cut. It's nice and toasty. Nice serrated edged knife. Put that piece of foil right there to the side. So yeah, let's give it a look. So tell me, this doesn't look like what the Gyro Man does give you. See? Looks pretty good. So yeah, trying to make it look a little nice. So yeah, we could do that. So pause, and we'll come back and taste it. I need to get some water. We're back. We're going to taste. As you can see, it's been cut. So let's give this a taste test and see if it tastes just like Gyro Man's gyro. So peel back a little bit of foil, and we'll give it a rating out of 10. So the meat tastes just like gyro meat if you get the lamb or lamb and beef mix. Meat tastes exactly the same. The sauces taste the same. Same lettuce, same tomatoes, same cheese. Just amazing. I love it at 10 out of 10. And this is how you make homemade gyros. So yeah, you have to give it a try. I'll try to put the recipe to make the tortilla down below as well. in the description. But all in all, 10 out of 10. Hope you all be back for the next video. And yeah, I made gyros. I made Jago. 10 out of 10.